Pokemon TCG Sword and Shield Lost Origins. We were able to get our hands on, again, one of the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes. And what it seems to be, this isn't as big as the Pokemon Go series. It was one of those longer, lengthier Elite Trainer boxes, longer ones. It came with 12 booster packs from Pokemon Go. But this seems to be the your typical Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box that comes with 10 booster packs. It's not a special series like Pokemon Go is. So this is one of your original series. This is Sword and Shield, I believe, Sword and Shield 11. Yeah, Sword and Shield 11 series for Sword and Shield. And really, we're at the end of the Sword and Shield era. If you guys haven't been paying attention to a lot of the news going on right now for Pokemon, Pokemon is really going into the next generation, Gen 9, I believe, with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. This is supposed to be based on Spain, and I'm really looking forward to it. It was just recently announced that Pokemon TCG is going back to the EX series, which is going to be exciting to go back to and actually see how it plays out, because it's going to be a new series, new Pokemon. But with Lost Origins, we are returning back to the kind of like banished for Yu-Gi-Oh play. So I am pretty interested in that. Giratina is your themed Pokemon for this series. Of course, when you talk about Lost Origins and being banished and everything, we're talking about more your darker Pokemon, such as Giratina. That makes me think of Darkrai as well, Yveltal, darker Pokemon like that. But actually, this is our first box. This is our first any kind of box opening for Lost Origins. So I'm really excited. We are going to get our boxes later on this week, and we'll do another box opening for that. But for Elite Trainer boxes, I do want to do a whole series on these guys, because there are always new stuff. There's always things to talk about and extra stuff that they add to the boxes for you guys. You always get your player's guide, which is always fun as a collector. You get all your Pokemon cards, all that come in the series, and this is what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to getting Ysuyan, Zoroark V, and V-Star. Because it's, of course, Giratina, you do have to get Giratina V, Giratina V-Star here. But you got your full arts as well that people like to collect. Your trainers, your rainbow rares. There's a lot to collect here, especially your trainer rares. Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. There's a lot in this box, so let's go ahead and keep on going. Like every other Sword and Shield or main series, if you look at the inside of this, you actually do see the pack arts for all the packs that you can get in this series, which is pretty cool. Some people like to open this up and see the whole entire series. But this is what we got: Giratina, and again, it's another gold, red, and black. My colors that I like to enjoy, my favorite colors, and it's well protected. And that's what I like about these boxes. Your poison and burn are acrylics. I do know that in the Pokemon Go Elite Trainer box from Pokemon Center, they are metal. This is okay. It's alright, but because this goes along with the theme for the dice at least, which is pretty cool. This one looks like it's a translucent dice, which is pretty nice, with a little bit of a glitter. I don't know. That looks pretty cool. Of course, you always get your energies. And what I liked here, here's your V-Star. Acrylic V-Star marker. This will be mine. And the dividers are really nice too, because on one side you do have Giratina in the gold with a full black background, which is pretty nice. And they went ahead and went the same way as the box itself, but with for Giratina on the other side. These are nice. These dividers are really cool. Oh, okay. I know with Pokemon Center, what we have here is we also have. I knew that it comes with something else, and I wasn't sure where we're going to get into it, or if it was further down. But this is a large coin. Oh wow. Okay, I was not expecting this. This is a very well, flip your coin. Giratina, that's a double-sized coin. Dollar size, 50-cent size coin. That's huge. That's cool. And then also you got your pin here. And we're getting a lot of pins, and I might start collecting these, or if you're local, you can hit me up. I could probably send this to you, or if you want to pick it up. That'd be nice. Giratina looks pretty sick. And just for here's our other one that we got from Pokemon Go, the special edition Moltres pin. Awesome. Those are cool. And of course, with every series, you do get a set of. Oh, okay, and I like that. It's a quote on this side where your cards would go. And on the back side, you have Giratina in red. Definitely, that is something to look forward to, or to look into, to see if you get the original trainer boxes. If you get these trainer boxes from Pokemon Center, you might get different sleeves, as well as the Pokemon Center has more additional gifts to go out. So here we see, I believe that's Gardevoir. We have Ysuyan Legion, Giratina, of course. And one of those other Pokemon I never really got into. Yeah. So these are the four packs you can receive, or 4 art packs at least, right there. But what I'm looking forward to is getting a Pikachu or getting Giratina in the series. So let's go ahead and get through this. Like I said, this is the first time I'm opening up any sort of Lost Origin pack. So I'm really interested to see what's in this series. So we have our energy, Lost Vacuum, and this just says you can use this card only if you put another card from your hand into the Lossos. Okay, so it's called Losso. So it's like burn 2, and then you could choose a Pokemon tool attached to any Pokemon or any stadium in play and put it in the Losso, so that you could get rid of cards that are on your opponent's side of the field, or your side if it's hindering you after a couple of turns, That's nice. We got Relicanth, Licky, Rhyhorn, Wurmple, Viger, Love Disc, Electrike, Reverse Holo Doppler, and come on. Oh, seems like it's a Mr. Mime. Right, let me adjust here. Pack number 2. Since the last time we actually spoke, let's get through this pack first, because we actually opened up with a black card. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have our energy. We have Relicanth. We have Nuzleaf, Lake Acuity. All Pokemon that have any water or fighting energy attached take 20 less damage for the attacks from your opponent's Pokemon. That's pretty good. That's actually pretty good as a stadium. I wonder if that's going to actually see some competitive play. Pikachu actually has an ability, which is pretty cool. I do like the art. It's a little fine and cartoony. But it says if this Pokemon has any energy attached to it, it has no retreat cost. Interesting. Okay, so I mean, if you're playing this, it's one of those it's like Floatstone. You attach an energy, but you can automatically retreat. Unless you're playing Pikachu V, or actually, I mean, Pikachu V, is gonna be a basic Pokemon. So I don't know if you're actually gonna play this within your series, the competitive series at least. Oh, and might have spoiled some there. Machop. We got Snover, Hisuian Zorua, and I do like. This is probably one that you do want if you're gonna be playing Zorua and Zoroark. You might want to get your hands on a series of these, just because you don't even have to attach an energy to it. If you're unable to, what am I saying? Hisuian Zoroark V is a basic, but if you're playing the originals, the Ysuyan Novi. This is one where you could just add it to the field, and you can end your turn by using collect and draw an additional card. If you're having a hard time with your draw engine in your series, in your deck, this is one of those cards that you can add to it. Seal. Look at that! I didn't even notice we have Adventurous Discovery, full art. Search your deck for up to 3 Pokemon V, reveal them, and put them into your hand. Then shuffle your deck. So what's good about this is that you don't even have to add it, send it to your field. You can hold it in your hand for play, and then put it onto the field as needed if you're going to try to hit for an ability or whatnot. Or if you know you don't want to put it on the field and you're not scared of shuffling your hand on your opponent's next turn, you can keep it in your hand. That's pretty good. And we have Drapion V. Awesome! So we got 2 nice cards in one pack. That's pretty awesome. Just to let you guys know, I will be going as much as possible. I will go ahead and get Pokemon Center trainer boxes. What's cool about this one is this one actually came out the same day as Lost Origin is released here in the States. So that's pretty nice that it comes out the same day. I received it the same day. Pokemon Go was a little bit different where it came out a couple weeks later. But that's okay. I mean, I get to shoot a video for Pokemon Center special training boxes. So you do get additional stuff that comes along with it. And it's a little bit harder to get. So I mean, it's a little bit more of a limited series, if you will. Alright, so we got another one of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it looks like we got our V-Star. So if you don't get like trainer boxes like I do, you do get cards that replace your energies. I believe I said that before, but it's a good reminder. Let's get started on this one. We got Lampin. Nice. We got Gastrodon. We got another Lost Vacuum. Phalanx. And it's nice to see that Phalanx actually all separated rather than connected. Love Disc. Oddish. Litwick. We have Jinx. Haven't seen Jinx in a while. Welcome back. We have a reverse Holo Rhydon. And oh, this is nice. So Shift Tree. And this might be unique to Pokemon Lost Origins. But I do like how it actually comes off the actual border for the art, and it's actually spoiling Lost Origins. It's spoiling into the card itself. That's pretty nice. This is just a holo form, which isn't, it's not a, and yeah, it's a star here, so it should be like a, I wouldn't say, it should be a rare, but it shouldn't be that hard to find. But rare, commons and rares are supposed to be, commons and uncommons are circles and diamonds. So I may be wrong, but I'm thinking that these holofoil ones should be holofoil on the back. The other one that we got didn't have it, so that's very unique. One, two, three, four. We have our energy. We have Poliwhirl, Haunter, welcome back Haunter, Hariyama, Sudowoodo. We have Phantom, awesome, Pikachu again, Machop, Shuppet. Okay, cast form as a trainer rare, and I do like to cover up my trainer rare. And yeah, I may be wrong. I do like to sleeve my trainer rares, but it seems like Ariados is a dark Pokemon this time from Pokemon Go, which was grass. But this is another star in the corner, so it must be like a, yeah, stars are just rare, so you may not even get it in holofoil. So that's my bad, guys. If you guys know that move mistake, I don't know, or maybe it's just unique to the series. I could be wrong. Burn 1, scan code 4 to the front, and get your energy first. We got Doppler. We have Lost City. So Lost City, whenever a Pokemon is knocked out, put that Pokemon in the Lost Zone instead of discard pile. So what that does for you is if you're running a deck that revolves around Lost Zone, you're setting Pokemon for your opponent to go to the Lost Zone instead. And if they're pulling out of their discard pile, well, their Pokemon's no longer in there. So definitely you're at an advantage when you're playing with the cards from the Lost Zone or that revolves around the Lost Zone. So you get your gift energy. As long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides 1 star. If this Pokemon this card is attached to is knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, draw cards until you have 7 cards in your hand. So if you know you just need 1 energy to do your attack and you're risking being fainted, you can put this card onto your Pokemon and get a new hand or addition to your hand on your next turn coming up. So it's a card where if you're going to use it, you're actually planning ahead, playing chess currently. So we got Slugma, Mawile, Goomy, Gligar, Poliwag, Reverse Holo Gloom, and Dustox. Let me know in the comments below if you actually tuned in to Pokemon World Championship. There's a lot of stuff going on, and that's actually where they showcase a lot of new information for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. But at the same time, you know, it was interesting to actually watch Pokemon being played live on stage and finding out what's more competitive in it. What's meta in the decks, because that's usually what makes it to the top, right? So we get Ambipom, Lampent, Cascoon, Binacle, Shellos, Mawile, Horsey, Murkrow, Reverse Holo Rhyhorn, and yo! Let's go! Alright, so we got Giratina V Rainbow Rare. So not only did this come with a full art Adventurous Discovery, that's pretty cool, but we actually get a full Rainbow Rare Giratina V. That is pretty sick. Wow, look at that texture. Giratina is already colorful, and it's a lot more so on the darker colors, the more the like crazy, scary color stuff, just like this. But this actually makes him stand out pretty even more. You know, you can see he's a dragon here, and dragons don't have their own energy, and you're actually looking at getting Leaf and Psychic, which is a very unique combination. But it says Lost Impact says put 2 energy attached to your Pokemon in the Lost Zone. Okay, and you do 280 damage. You're essentially killing yourself if it's a mirror match. That's pretty sick. V-Star power. So you can only use V-Star's power once per game. Star Requiem. You can use this attack only if you have 10 or more cards in your Lost Zone. Their opponent's active Pokemon is now knocked out. That's like an auto knockout. Doesn't matter. HP, resistance, none of it. It's just gone. That's pretty sick. And this is a great box to open up. We got the Pokemon that comes out as the face of this series, and it's amazing. That is awesome. And that's why you guys tune in, right? This is the awesome pulls that we get. Yeah, and it's just fun pulling for you guys and talking about these cards. I love Pokemon, and Pokemon's probably is going to be one of our main cards to always come back to and talk about. So we got Mienshao, Mienfoo and Mienshao is the actual evolution of that. We got Thor Thornton. Choose a basic Pokemon in your discard pile and switch it with one of your basic Pokemon in play. So this is really cool. Reminds me of an order card in the series. I forgot what it is. Any attached cards, damage counter, special conditions, turns of play, and any other effects remain on a new Pokemon. Kind of like Ninja Boy, but that comes from the deck, I believe. Yeah. Seadra, we have Blipbug. That's unique to have one of that yarn card in this guy. Inkay, Porygon, Roselia, Clefairy as a psychic, which is cool. Before we go forward, Moon Watching Party. So if you're actually running it, what does this say? Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, for each of your bench Clefairy, you may search your deck for a psychic energy and attach it to that Clefairy, then shuffle your deck. Alright, Wonder Storm. This attack does 20 damage for each psychic energy attached to all of your Pokemon. So if you're running one of these with a deck like this, I mean, this is one of those cheesy decks, running 4 of these and trying to bring them back from discard pile back onto the field. You're going to quickly stack psychic energy on these guys from your deck. So I mean, it could hit hard if they're allowed to pop off, but if they're not allowed to pop off, you kind of just get killed off too fast, too quickly. Alright, so we got a reverse holo Ysuyan Legion, and this is another one of those where it doesn't need energy. Upstream Spirits does 20x. This attack does 20 damage for each basic energy card in your discard pile. Then shuffle your deck. Then shuffle those cards into your deck. It's like a one-off. And here we got Gradient. This one was pretty good. Let me know in the comments if you're looking for something in particular from this series. For me personally, I do like Zoroark. One of my best buddies, and we don't talk too much, but one of my best buddies at one of the card shops gifted me a Rainbow Rare Zoroark GX. And because of that, I actually played that Zoroark GX. The first look of how you play that deck back when GX was, out in standard play. But I always appreciated that, and ever since that, Zoroark has been one of my favorite Pokemon. Especially when someone has gifted me a Pokemon such as that, or a Pokemon card. I want to show that love to them. And of course, being competitive, I kind of wreck too. Alright, we got Seadra, we got Doppler. Damage Pump says, move up to 2 damage counters from one of your Pokemon to your other Pokemon in any way you like. That's pretty nice. Put that as the trainers. We got Hisuian Zorua, Finian, Blipbug, Ducklet looks like a squeaky toy, Porygon. We got Arisu as a reverse holo. Search your deck for up to 3 evolution Pokemon that don't have a rule box. Reveal them and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Pokemon V, Pokemon GX, etc. have rule boxes. And right behind her is Pidgeot V. Awesome! So like I said, Pidgeot V is a basic Pokemon. So it's nice to see that it says Vanishing Wings. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is on your bench, you may shuffle it and all attached cards into your deck. So if you're able to attack, it came back to your bench in your next turn with damage, you can use Vanishing Wings to send it back to your deck. That's pretty sick. nice little effect. Kind of troll effect, you know? And you know what? I need to stop opening cards like this. I'm bending the QR codes, as you can see here. And it's possible I might be bending the next card over, but thankfully I didn't. But these packs need to open up a lot better. Goodness. We have Electric. We have Slugloop, Ysuyan Legion. We have Lady. Search your deck for up to 4 basic energy cards, reveal them, and put them into your hand and shuffle your deck. Kind of like shortening your deck. Hisuian Basculin, we got Inkay, Paris, Spinnera, Finian, Reverse Holo Volo. There you have it, guys. This is our first look at Pokemon Lost Origins, and we opened up a Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box. I do have Elite Trainer boxes from Pokemon Center coming for Silver Tempest, which is the next series and the final series for Pokemon Sword and Shield TCG. And then after that, we are looking at the new series of Scarlet and Violet. Let me know in the comments if you guys are looking forward to this new series. I really am. More so going back to a fire Pokemon to start off with, because I was a fan of Grookey, and before that it was Litten, and then before that it was actually what's his name, Froakie. I believe Froakie was Gen 7, but I actually finally had one of each of the the types: grass, water, fire, and it's fun to go back to grass too after all this time. Alright guys, thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe and like this, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care guys. See ya.